All right, cool. Just setting up. To make sure this is working. Just trying to set the goal on this. Thing's not working. There we go. All right, you can hear me, Jay Young? It's working? Just want to make sure. I'm just trying to bring you up on this so I can see you. Before we start, just want to make sure it's all on. Stream health looks good. Just trying to see how I can see the chat. There we go. All right, let's go over some stocks. You guys know I posted last night just in the post on my YouTube channel. Let's go over the post real quick. You'll see right here, we're up 34,000 on the year so far. We also posted this trade yesterday, part of the WAP. We all talked about this trade. And we made $4,300, which was nice. $1,600 on United Healthcare, and then Nvidia. We made about $2,600, $2,700, tallying up to that. If you're interested, we got the WAP, $10 a month. You can join. We have over 19 members, which is awesome. Jay Young's part of it. Appreciate his support. We also have just the beginner's courses if you want, portfolio guidelines for newer investors, and it's just a community chat that everybody can chat. It's not direct live streaming, during the market hours, but you're able to chat with me and the community as you go. So definitely be sure to check it out if you're interested. Let's get into the levels. Let's break it down. So let's go over United Healthcare first before we look at anything else. This is a stock that I'm going to be trading today most likely. So I just want to break down the levels for you guys. We all know that this stock has fallen off a cliff. 606 all the way down to 309. It's a 50% pullback. I'm being like a bottom feeder on this. Yeah, the CEO stepped down. Right now we're trading within this range. Yesterday we bought before the after hours, right in this area around 3:30, 4 p.m. We bought that double dip right here down to 309, bought again at 311, and then sold in the after hours up here at 319. We're looking for a similar play here. Right now we are trading within this zone. Let me make this bigger. So we're trading within this zone right here. So I'm going to be watching, and let's see if we can break above. If we can break above, I'm going to be look to go long above 323 for the push higher. If you're looking to be an ultra, bottom feeder here, you could wait for the retest of 309 today. See if we pull back to 309, 310, and then look for that push off with your stop loss obviously being below that level. All right, so just be cautious looking at that. That's something I would be looking for. I don't know why this super chat thing won't work. I'm trying to do this super chat, but it's not even working. There we go. No, maybe it'll work. There we go. So UNH, watch that level. We had that bottom there at 323 resistance zone, 309. Pay attention to that. Now let's go over what's more important. QQQ and SPY is bullish right now. For those of you that did not buy a month ago, you're probably kicking yourself. And it's just, it just cracks me up. My WAP is $5-10 a month, and the whole community chat talks about it. We buy in these dips down here. It's just a no-brainer. I mean, the sell-off with all the tariff news down. If you just like kept your head on straight, 540 on a major ETF that holds 100 Nasdaq stocks pulls back 25%. You got to buy these things. Very simple, very easy. Look at these moves we got. Excellent gains. Now we're sitting in the driver's seat with a lower cost basis. That's how I look at it. And then, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, Jay. When we sold the 310, 319, I mean, that was just perfect. We're going to try to do it again today. We'll see. We just got to follow strict stop losses because we don't know if it's going to go lower or higher. We just got to wait and see how it plays out. QQQ, if you're trading this now, you probably have some FOMO. You're thinking I should have bought the bottom. Focus on the $500 psychological level. That's what I would be looking at. Obviously, we have a big move up to 520 all the way up to about 540. That's a 4% move. But a pullback wise, back to 500 for that psychological support to see if we can hold that level. That's not a bad scalp trade either. Or just to, if you're a long position, trying to get in around this area because you do have multiple touches. And what every YouTube trader always says, the break and retest. You have support here, support here. Now let's see if we retest. If we get a pull back down to like 492, 493, I would like that more. But we will watch that 500 level on Qs to see if we get that. Looking at the SPY real quick. SPY is very similar. It's the same chart. You're just looking for that pullback to about 576 and look for that pullback there. Now let's go into some individual stocks. I'm going to go into stocks that I'm watching. I'm watching United Healthcare. We just did that. Rewind back in the live stream if you missed it. NVIDIA, I think, eventually is due for a pullback. I made some money off them yesterday. I'm going to be interested watching them again. But you got to remember, I just want to put this into perspective. 5 days ago, we were just trading at 115. And we are all the way up from 115 all the way up to about 16%. I bought some shares, a month ago when it was down in the 90s to 95. So we're sitting in those accounts, sitting pretty. But day trading this, you have to come with a different type of mindset. You don't want to be caught holding the bag at 133 and now we sell all the way back down to 111. I do think that the clearest level of support, we're not going to see this for a while, is 116. We're going to need some news to kind of pull that back. But I think another level that you could possibly watch would be the 123 range right in this area. 122 to 123. These were previous touches that we did have that resistance. So I'm going to be watching that area as well to see if we can get a pullback right in this area. This is what I want to see on NVIDIA. Now, I don't know if we're going to get this pullback. It is a very large drawback. If you look at it, 134, wow. 134 all the way down here, it's an 8% pullback. You're going to need some news for that to really do that. If you're looking to really short-term trade, you could go for the 130 whole dollar, half dollar, but you better be ready to take a stop loss if this thing breaks. Just a thought for you guys, all right? Now, next stock, let's look at Tesla. We own this at 220, so I'm not day trading it. I'm just holding it. We have a nice cost basis. If you're part of my WAP, you will be able to see the YouTube portfolio. It's about to cross $100,000, which is awesome. That's a nice improvement on the year after dollar cost averaging into certain stocks. You want to see the portfolio, just definitely join the WAP. Check it out on my YouTube page under links. So if you're looking at Tesla, right now there is not much resistance except for this 650 whole dollar, half dollar level. So fundamentals don't look good on Tesla. Their earnings was terrible, but everybody knows if Tesla ran on just its earnings, then it would not be worth $350 per share right now, or $330. So just be cautious going up to this level, 350. Look for that resistance, pullbacks, looking for $300. I just want to hit all of the big dogs first. Let's get Meta in there. Everything has bounced. So if you have missed this bounce and you did not buy the capitulation last month, now I do believe you got to be more dollar cost average sensitive. Don't go all in at these highs. I mean, don't buy 100 points higher when it was just, 550. Now it's 650. Just keep that in mind. If you have that FOMO, just build cash in the meantime. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're looking for levels on Meta, 600 flat maybe. That's about it. Let it see how it plays out. Apple, we're looking for that $200 bounce. What I like about Apple is Apple made a beautiful move all the way back up from about 190 all the way up to 212. Now what we want to see is, can it hold this $210 level? If it can hold this level, what I'm looking for here for continuation on this stock, look for a pullback down to 208, 209, and then pushing higher. That's where I'm looking with Apple, going with this stock forward. I'm going to be honest, my eyes are more on UNH and NVIDIA, but you have multiple touches right here at this 210 level. So give it a little bit of wiggle room, 208, 209, 210. See how it plays out on the level twos. and then look for that push higher. If Apple is truly bullish, it'll start moving up from there. All right. Next stock we're going to look at, we are going to break down AMD. AMD is finally starting to run. This has been in a rut, and it has broke this channel. You have to look out for stocks that have broke this channel. You can see right from here, we were testing 175 all the way down. Now you are hitting a clear level of resistance, which will be right in this I would say 115 range. So around 115, I would be cautious. And now that we are trading over it, this thin wick candle from 116, 117 is showing that there's a little bit of indecision here. Let's see if we can hold this level on the open. If you can't, look for previous support levels around 112 and 110, checking that out. Let's see here. What's the next stock we're going to look at here? Realty Income. I just want to bring these guys up. If you're looking for dividend investing, you're looking to get something longer term, and you're just trying to build some income, something safer, this is definitely the way to go, Realty Income. I was buying these guys around $44, I think it was, around here. It was around this dip, $44, $45. I would definitely be looking for that as well. But just looking at the trend, you definitely have a bear flag forming on this, so just be cautious. But if you're looking for income, that would definitely be the way to go. Starbucks is a stock that I hold in the YouTube portfolio. It's trading within this range right here, around 71 to 112. I have a long-term outlook on it. Anything under $80, I'm pretty much dollar cost averaging in. Amazon, let's go into these guys. Amazon is pushing up as well. I think this stock is so undervalued. I think we're going to see it at $300 per share, probably by like next year. Amazon is just doing so much with the robotics, etc., everything that's going on. Definitely a good value. Just buy SCHH. Yeah, I guess that's a better way to do it. But that kind of takes away the fun of owning individual stocks. You can get way more gains. You know, you can see it with my YouTube account with the FSPGX versus like Tesla and Microsoft, Google positions, how much they're up. So this is stepping up real nicely. Wait for this curl up. If you can break this level at 214, I think it's a go. And for a long position on it. What you're really looking for is you're looking for this curl up, consolidate, and then push higher. That's how I would look to trade that. Next, let's get into Nike stock. This is my most underperforming stock that I own. Oh yeah, to be safe. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, well, that's good that you buy it. I mean, I think Starbucks is just a good buy. You know, overall. I mean, I don't know, just look at any. Seems like everybody keeps buying that. All right, looking at Nike stock, we are getting some buying opportunities coming in here. I do think that this is a nice opportunity to start dollar cost averaging in. Went all the way down to $50, which is just insane when you like look at it. But now it's starting to curl back up. When you look at the 1-year chart, it's starting to pull up from 50 up to 60. We need a nice push. The problem with Nike is all the tariff news. It really affects their business, obviously. And until you break this trend, you're still bearish. So when you look at it, Nike's got to get above like $70, maybe even like $75 to really break this to go from there. Let's go over Serve Robotics. I know Jay Young was, I don't know if you still own shares of this, but they had capitulation from 23 all the way down to $4. If you are trading this stock, please be careful. $8 maybe you could look for. I personally would not trade this, so don't take this as Trading Simplified is going to be trading this stock. No. Just be cautious, all right? Watch that $8 whole dollar level. That's really a support level on that bad boy. We got to get into other stocks like CrowdStrike. A lot of the AI, security, all that stocks. We got to eventually start adding these to the YouTube portfolio. So I am watching these, but I have alerts set. I just set alerts on Fidelity, and that's it, because I don't want to buy at $440 per share when it's almost near highs. So just be cautious looking at these guys. Watch that 450 resistance level. I think this is a short opportunity if you're doing options and you have enough cash flow. See if you get some resistance up here. Look for this move. Let's curl back up and then push down. Next, looking at Walmart. Walmart is rejecting that $100 whole dollar level. Just notice when you trade stocks that they they always seem to struggle at whole dollar, half dollar. When I say whole dollar, half dollar, I'm talking $100 per share. 99.5. Look, we're at 99.6. Boom, sells off. So just be cautious looking at that, but we are in an uptrend. And you can start to see that this is forming that uptrend for us, which is nice. This trend channel right here. So we are forming that nice stair stepping up, but be cautious. Red volume is kicking in. It's a little less, but it is kicking in from yesterday. So keep that in mind. Next stock, BBAI. We are holding this stock. This is a stock I'm actually holding long term, so it's very interesting to see what's going to happen with it. Going over the max. You know, this could be a dud. You know, I basically bought like $1,000 position. I'm just going to hold on to it and see where it goes. But we're down like 40% on this bad boy. We probably should dollar cost average into this. I probably should have bought more. I made some money yesterday trading, 4,300. I probably should just throw like another 1,000 into it, but I'm going to wait and see if it goes down to like 3.5, 3.8. I want to at least buy at like a support level and not just buy at the high right here at 4.13. So that's okay. We'll continue our cost basis, I think, of $6 or something like that. And we're just going to continue to watch it. But 3.8, maybe I'll add some more shares to it. This is not recommended to you guys. All right, do your own diligence when you're investing. I just want to throw this out here. Bitcoin is on a tear right now, 104,000. It just keeps going up. Incredible. Incredible. So we're going to see if it can break this high of 109, then there is no ceiling, and maybe it'll keep going higher, which would be awesome. Let's see if there's anything else on the net that, Jaeyoung, you see anything that you think is worthy of breaking down a level? It's got to be something that's been moving though. Let's see here. Fubu, MLGO, we got Baidu. The Rigetti, we've been waiting for that pullback, but we just haven't gotten it. Let's see. Oh, PANW, what is that? Sounds like an ETF or something. Oh, I want to talk about eToro. Let's talk about eToro as well. Oh, Palo Alto. Oh, this is security, right? Cybersecurity. Yeah, I mean, they had a beautiful uptrend, and then their uptrend broke. So that's the only scary part. So they had this nice uptrend, and then this uptrend broke right here. So we're going to have to see. Is it going to retest all-time highs up at this level right now? I want to see if this, I know there's an IPO today, so let's just see if it's, there it is, eToro. So it hasn't come out yet, but eToro is the IPO that is coming out today. So I'm definitely going to keep it, I'll keep the ticker symbol up on like Yahoo Finance or something, but we'll see. I just want to break down SMH for you guys as well. SMH has finally broken through its resistance zone. This was a heavy resistance zone at $235 per share. If you don't want to trade like individual stocks, there's nothing wrong with that. But just keep in mind that there is potential possibility, maybe not today, but maybe this week, we start to see that retest. You have multiple touches. I'll zoom in on for you. Boom right here at 235, right here at 235, right there at 232. Right there, another reclaim at 235. It sold off, was trading within this zone, and now what I'm looking for is, will there be a pullback? And this is why I'm thinking NVIDIA is going to pull back to that 123 level, because then we're going to see that nice retest of SMH, reject 250 maybe, come to 235, and then get that pushback on forward where the longs come in and support. That's kind of the level I'm looking for when it comes to SMH. Let's see here. And then Coinbase. Coinbase is going into the S&P 500. That's big news right there too. And I can tell you, anytime that a stock is getting into the S&P 500, you're going to have institutions buying into it, that they have to buy certain pieces. That is going to make it rise most of the time. So Coinbase, looking at the 1 month here. It's crazy, 168 up to 258. I have a few buddies that bought Coinbase at 300 at the height of it. They've been holding it for months, hoping this thing keeps going higher. Your resistance levels on this, it's kind of difficult to say, but look at all this. It looks potentially like you could use this area as your support here. Around $250 whole dollar, half dollar level. See if it just holds that and see if you get that consolidation for a continuation move. But that's about it with Coinbase. I'm not buying Coinbase. 250, pushing up here. I think there's just other opportunities. It looks like eToro, it's showing it. It's going to get listed at $52 per share. We'll watch it. We'll see if it starts selling off. We got to do a little research on it just to see if we have a possibility here. Microsoft, this is one of my proud buys of last month, buying this bad boy at $360. This is just an awesome move. If you're part of the WAP, $10 a month, there you go, 25% move. If that doesn't pay for the membership, I don't know what does. So looking at that, that was a beautiful buy, beautiful entry. And looking at the 1 year chart, we're going to be testing all-time highs soon. We're at 450 already. If we can hold that 450 level, we got to shoot up to there. And Netflix, this Netflix stock, if you're going to be trading this, I would just be looking for that retest of this level of the 1,050. So we'll see if Netflix will continue blasting up. If we get that push back to about 1050, then we'll go from there and then try to push back up. That's what I'd be looking for. The market's bullish right now. It's riding on the momentum of the last couple days, and it's amazing how you can get a nice V-shaped recovery, and it happens so fast. I mean, you can see just from April 7th, we're down to 400, blast up to 518. That's nice. You're trading SMCI. Let me see what's going on with them. So SMCI does have positive news. Look at that, going to the moon. So SMCI right here is, when this stock moves, it really does move. So let's see if we can find a level on these guys. I know they have positive news. Maybe a move back to 37, 35, but I'm telling you, this is a stock that you got to be cautious when you're trading. You really need to be watching that level 2 and watching the buys and the sells. But I'll set an alert on Fidelity for it. And guys in the WAP, I'll mention it with what I'm looking at trading today. So we'll see how it goes. But I'll watch this. I'll set alert for $38 to see if it starts pulling back. Let's pull this out. Yeah, definitely be sure to check out the WAP. Check out the Trading Simplified. We'll just go right to this. You can click right on just the links if you're interested. You can join the WAP right here. If you want to become a YouTube member, just get access to other videos, etc., and be able to get the YouTube portfolio and the crypto portfolio. You are able to do that as well. And if you want to support me on Twitter, you can definitely click on the Twitter right there as well. All right, guys. And definitely for all that doesn't want to pay for anything, totally fine. I get it. What you can do is you can go through my playlist. I have a Robinhood playlist that you can go through. I'm breaking down the platform. I'm doing a little trading on there, but I have to get a little more comfortable with it. And then the live pre-market analysis that we're doing today, that'll be here. And then the stocks to buy, my trading P&L 2025 that we always throw in there for you guys. This is the members only playlist that you get. You get exclusive, you get the YouTube portfolio, you get the Gemini crypto portfolio. And if I make other entries and exits, I put them in there as well, just for you guys, because I appreciate you supporting the channel. I know you don't have to, but I appreciate you guys throwing out a couple dollars to support the channel, up to 5,000 subscribers. So now our next road is to get to 10,000. So we'll see if we can get there by the end of the next year. And then we have the Fidelity playlist, Vanguard playlist. So be sure to check it out, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. And for those of you that are on the WAP, I'll just communicate on you with this, with the stocks that we're watching and the trades. Market's opening soon. Going to get ready and let's trade the open.